Program in Indiana allows mothers to raise their babies from behind bars. It is called the Wee Ones Nursery, and the goal is to create that mother-baby bond that research shows helps to prevent moms from returning to jail. Usually, sentenced women are forced to send their children to live with family or hand over custody of the child to the state, but this program, which started in 2008, has seen great results. Only about 17% of the women involved have returned to jail since taking part in the program. Now, critics of the program suggest that it's just not fair to the children to be exposed to the prison atmosphere, while others argue that the bond between mother and child is vital for development. The program is funded by federal grants and donations. So the question today, should prisoners be able to raise babies behind bars? I mean, this is a loaded question, and who should pay for it?
Right.
Another element of the question.
That is, I don't think that we should pay for it. However, that is such a tough, when you're talking about the bond and everything, it's something I never even thought of, you know what I mean? It's like I was just thinking, well, no, you know, absolutely not, you know, because
the consequence is you go to jail.
Yeah, that and the consequence, and then having the kids in a jail atmosphere, like you were saying. But then it's like, well, if the bond's important and they're in jail for, I don't know, a short period of time, they're going to definitely get out, then maybe. Right. But I mean, if you're talking prison for years and years and years.
Well, they're letting the women who are going to be released within 18 months of having the baby, then they can be bring them back together with their child.
Yeah.
And non-violent
and I don't know,
crimes.
the babies they're not aware that they're in prison. I mean, you look at just a crib.
That's
a
true,
crib with
Ricky.
all the bars.
Right.
I mean, come on now.
Really? That's what the baby thinks.
They're doing this, and so I mean, I think in this case, this is worth a try. When I was in high school here, we were one of the first states in the country to let girls bring their kids back to high school so they could graduate. And there was a huge controversy about that. They were like, oh no, if they're pregnant then they shouldn't be able to come back. And it ended up being very, very successful. So in this case, since these are going to be nonviolent offenders, and as you said, they're going to be getting out pretty soon, the baby's not going to be there forever.
Right. I guess the baby
and
would pay
grants
the price.
are covered, you know, they're being used to pay for the programs in some cases too. So it's not always the state that's paying for it, the taxpayers. But you know, it's teaching these people in the first place the right and wrong and helping them get a leg up, and that's the problem.
And cutting that vicious cycle. I think so I know in my family, I have people in my family who have gone to prison, and it's that vicious cycle. They get in prison, they leave their kids behind, the kids feel like their parents left them, so then my cousins end up in jail, and then they have kids, they knock someone up when they get out of jail, and it's this vicious cycle. So if we don't nip it in the bud somewhere, stop that cycle, then we may never see a change in society.
Give it a try.
Who should pay for it? That's above my pay grade. I don't know. What do you guys think? Share your thoughts on our Valley View Live Facebook page or hop on Twitter or Instagram. Our handle is @ValleyViewLive, and always use the hashtag VVLive.